Cool. What's up? That's one pass. Man, the purple made it in all these cracks. That's gonna be sweet. What's up, everybody? I'm Mitch with Stone Coat Epoxy, and you are behind the scenes. We're getting ready for an epoxy live show today. We're going live at 5 on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't, subscribe right now. Ring that bell so you get notified. But what this is this is our slab leveling jig. We sell this on our website, stonecoatcountertops.com. You provide the router, we provide the leveling jig. And then it fits on a 4x8 sheet of plywood. It can even extend to a little bit further if you have those jumbo river tables that folks like to work with. But then you get your own leveling bit. This is a 4-fluted bit that I could loosen these up and change it. And I have 4 cutting heads on this bad boy. So it's one leveling bit. It's 4 leveling bits for the price of 1. So that's a pro tip on that thing. But it makes pretty quick work of leveling those twisted, warped, really messed up pieces of woodworking that go so beautifully with epoxy. So you don't have to run to the cabinet shop. You don't have to run out of your shop to level your projects real quick. So all I do is I'm taking about, depending on the species of wood, how hard or dense it is, I'm taking anywhere from an 1/8 to 1/16. I don't really go to a quarter. Maybe 3/16 would be my biggest amount. And that's like cedar, redwood, real soft woods. You could really buzz through it with a sharp leveling bit. When I get to the resin, I take about a good 1/8 maximum. So I'm gonna do another pass, then we're gonna flip it over and see what the bottom looks like. I'll level off the resin there. And then this project is gonna be squared up and it'll be ready for the next step, which is our penetrating epoxy. That seals up the porous wood. So I've already penetrated this once so I could pour my river and then air bubbles don't come in. We teach you every step how to work with wood and epoxy on our last live. So this is a follow-up live. We showed step 1 for every one of these. Now we're following up with step 2. So we'll penetrate this after it's nice and level. I'm gonna square it up, sand it, round over those edges, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Remember, we're going live at 5 p.m. today. So if you haven't, subscribe right now. We're gonna be leveling this bad boy. I'll be applying a flood coat on that little shelf. What else are we doing? Oh, we're gonna do the next step on this too. So you are behind the scenes. I'm gonna get back to work, do another pass, flip it over, do a couple more. And Luke is behind the camera, so if you have any questions along the way, go ahead and type those in. And when there's a good break in the action, he'll go ahead and shoot those out to me. Thanks for being here. Everybody hates watching sanding, so I try to speed it up as much as possible with this jumbo router and jig. Most slab jigs are very expensive, so this is the most affordable DIY jig on the market, and it gets the job done. You can make some real money. All right. So I just will.
Hey, real quick question before you go, man.
Yeah.
Someone asked, is it harder to penetrate hardwood, and should I put more on and let it soak in for longer?
Ooh, very, very good question. So cool thing about our penetrating epoxy is you can cut it with solvents. You can cut it with acetone, up to 50%. So if you have 10 ounces of penetrating epoxy, you could put 5 ounces of acetone in there, mix it, and now that's gonna penetrate even deeper into those hard, tight grain woods. So very good question, very valid. And on a piece like this, let me show you. This will tell the story right here. So you can see this piece has the penetrating epoxy on it. This is your sapwood, where the bark is. This is where all the nutrients come up the tree. It's a lot softer and more open than your hardwood, your dense wood. This is black walnut, so this is very dense hardwood. You could see how much resin, how glossy this is. We applied the same amount of penetrating epoxy on this, and look how much this soaked in. So very good question.
Soaking on 1 coat.
That's the first coat. So we'll sand this, do a flood coat, and even though it looks dry, it's penetrated into that sapwood. Luke and I did this on another one, and this thickness, we had resin all the way through the bottom. It was saturating through this thick of wood. It's about 1.25 inches or so. Pretty cool stuff. So we have a brand new wood shop epoxy line as well. And these are all the products. We've got our classic deep, which you could pour up to 2 inches in one solid pour. We have an ultra deep cast resin that you could pour up to 3 inches in one pour. We got that penetrate epoxy for sealing, and then we've got our flood coat. That's gonna flood this glass-like finish. Super simple to do. It's the easiest woodworking finish out there. You don't have to be a professional at sanding. You could be pretty sloppy and get away. The epoxy is very forgiving, but be a good sander. Nobody likes it, but it's an important step. They're gonna have to watch me sand today. All right, so I'm gonna lower it. What I do is just come in here, I open up my router so I can adjust the depth, bring it over to my table, and just come down so a little bit more, about right about there. Lock it. Now, if I fire it up and go to, router, and it's like bogging down, I'm just too much material. Walk that router up, relock it, and just take a little less material off. You'll have to come back and get it to that lower pass, but just step it down. A little bit more. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take that out just a tiny bit. Dang it. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, for those just tuning in, I just got done leveling the river table that I made on our last live. So we're going to follow that up tonight at 5 o'clock. Just a couple, we're running out of time. We're going to be going live at 5, just an hour and 20 minutes from now. Finishing this table, leveling that table, showcasing the next steps on some epoxy woodworking projects. We teach you every step along the way how to work with epoxy for countertop, showers, woodworking, with a brand new improved woodworking wood shop epoxy line for the DIYer and both the professional. Insane results, very easy to work with. Guys and gals are making serious money on just little charcuterie boards, little end tables that you could pull right over your recliner. Check us out. We're going live at 5, finishing these steps. But right now I'm using our Slab Jig. This Slab Jig, you provide your own router. You get everything you see here, these brackets, these rails that are extruded very strong. They don't bend. These wheels ride on the table that you provide. Nice level table, and it will plane a level surface no matter how twisted or wrecked that piece of wood you're working with is. So I'm gonna take just a little bit off of this. I want to get back to the exposed wood. This is going to be a little table for my son because he is a rock hound. He collects gems and whatever he can find that looks precious. So he's got a nice big board here to display those on. As long as your wood is under a 6-7% moisture, you could coat it with epoxy. So you don't want to go put a bunch of epoxy and encapsulate wet wood, it's gonna fail. So make sure it's dry. Got any questions? Let us know some questions along the way. We got Luke in the background. I'm gonna just skim about another 1/8 or less off of this guy. Be sure to wear your personal protective equipment whenever working with wood or sawdust. Respirator, eye protection. I'm not wearing ears, so I'm in trouble. You didn't hear that. Guys, we're going live at 5. So if you haven't, subscribe right now. It's going to be a fun show.
80 minutes doing an unboxing.
80 minutes. We're also going to show the slab jig. We're doing all sorts of cool stuff. Hold up. Just grabbing a beverage. Gatorade gets me through it. Oh, a little black walnut in the Gatorade. It's awesome. Man glitter in the Gatorade. All right, I'm gonna be a good boy and put my ears on. I got like 7 pairs hanging right there.
This one was cool. Get batteries, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta level it past all the way to that. It's gonna be thin, bro. It's okay. That looks sick though. Doesn't it?
So the center bars that hold the router go down if you put very much pressure on it.
Huh?
Does it bow?
Barely. Like a little. If I go down, it will a hair. But the epoxy will overcome any sort of small, but no. Even max width We have an ad where we have these set up on buckets, and Mike and I are standing on the middle of this thing, and it doesn't bend down. All right, one more pass.
Will the new router you work on this?
Huh?
Is the new router?
Yeah. Yeah, great question. The question is, can any router fit on the jig? Yes. So it comes with this plate, and as long as it isn't larger than, we could even go maybe a ½ inch wider, because this plate will stick under here quite a ways. As long as it'll fit on our plate, you put your own holes through it, no matter what router it is, and you're good to go. But we are improving. There's some improvements coming. We're getting a more jumbo plate, because you could extend this even further for like a big giant plunge router is what I want to do. Improvements are always coming. Man, we're making a mess.
Someone said, "Bring a vacuum, use it."
I'm serious. But I'm not doing the vacuum until we're all done. That's why I have this. All right. Whoa! I'm gonna follow on the last pass. That's it. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna blow this off. Whoa! Sheesh. Here, reset that. Probably done with it for a sec. All right. I'm going to cut off a square edge here real quick. Huh? Guess I could take that off. All right. If you're just joining us, I got done leveling using our slab jig. We sell that on our website. It's going to be a sweet little board. What side do you like better? I don't know. Let's sand it and find out. We're going to square this up first here on the table saw. Let me cut it this pan. Eating this. Okay, we got an hour. That's plenty of time, maybe.
Well, Ed, we'll have to cut it before then to put your phone back on the charger.
We could plug in through the bottom of that right now. Yeah, it'll charge.
Let's do that.
Yes, sir. Man, that smells good. Doesn't it? Well, I guess you can't smell it. Cool. Boom. Thank you. Cool. Let's sand it up. Okay. Yeah, so one of the improvements is going to be a dust a boot for the jig. Desperately needed, wouldn't you say? Look at this. If we had that hooked up to the mullet dust extractor, dust separator, wouldn't have to clean for 10 minutes when we're done. I like the purple confetti we made though. All right, I'm gonna sand it up to probably 220. And then we're ready for the next step, which is our penetrate epoxy. And then at our live at 5, which is gonna be, in 62 minutes, I'll be applying a flood coat on this. We'll be leveling that. And that's probably it. Flood coating this too, or penetrating this, wouldn't you say?
Probably.
Because we had to level it quite a bit. So I'm gonna grab 80 grit, probably 150, 220. That's what I'll go. Mask back up. We're going live in a very short time, just about 1 hour. So if you haven't already, subscribe. We teach you how to do practically everything with epoxy, countertops, showers, woodworking. We have systems, instructions, videos for everything epoxy. So check us out. You already have, you're watching right now, so subscribe. We go live every couple weeks and we put a video up every couple weeks. Full tutorials, fun behind the scenes. This is a behind the scenes, getting ready, crunch time for our live. Luke, the camera dude, the editor, the brain behind this whole operation is looking at me saying, stop talking, start sanding. We're running out of time. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm following orders. Yay, sanding. We've got some fun announcements too in the live. Can't say them here. So subscribe right now. Join the family, join the party. You could save tons of money on your home improvements. You could make tons of money with Stone Coat Epoxy, with woodworking. We could turn around and sell this table for $1,000, $1,500 easy, maybe more. Because I still haven't figured out what this wood is. What do they say? What did ChatGPT? Guys, let me know in the comments. Who knows what this is? What kind of species of wood is this? Box elder? Fire box elder.
Flaming.
Flaming. 320. I'm using the Surf Prep 6-inch sander. Comes with a vac. Well, that's a separate vac, but amazing equipment. Very versatile. They're pads. That's why I'm looking for the right pad. I've burnt through all my lower grits, but their abrasives are so much better than the abrasives you could get at the big orange place. Dang, I'm gonna use those when I get to 220. I think I burned up all my 80 grits, but they have shredder screens that catch all the dust. So if I'm on site at a customer's house, have them do any sanding, I'm using my Surf Prep sander, that vac, and the shredder screens, like to get drips if I've missed some. It gets almost all the dust. They're never gonna look around the corner, look at their watch, look at the maid phone number, the house cleaning service that's hanging on their fridge, and be like, you don't have to worry about it. But I don't think I have my lower grit screens. Nope. Ooh, I got 120s. All right, keep going. We're running out of time, buddy.
I'm gonna go look for that battery.
It's just any charger. So I have one plugged in the camera stuff.
Okay.
The big block, or in the back seat of my truck, there's another one, I think.
Okay.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna actually go cut that. I don't want to fart with that later. Sorry, Jason, you lose another inch. I could have got that out, but I don't want to have to do another coat over it. So when cutting through little river tables, charcuterie boards, the blade will slow down when it hits the resin. It cuts a lot harder than it cuts the wood. So just take your time, let the blade do the work.
Found it.
Yay! Okay, I'm around it now. Oh my gosh, the router. Oh God. Thank you. Burning it. This rubber bit needs to be changed. Okay, help me a little bit. Thank you. Need some dang room. Okay. A little more sanding. I'm gonna bring that up to 220, but guys, we're going live under 1 hour, 47 minutes. This is behind the scenes prep for the live, and I'm almost out of time. Now you can see me start panicking.
Woo!
Nobody wants to see that. Or do you?
Crash out.
Crash out? All right. 200 shares and I'll crash out. Who am I going to crash out on? Pretty wood. Yep. Okay, this is ready. Oh, except for the edge. All right. That is ready to be penetrated with our penetrating epoxy. And what that does, figure I wouldn't talk while I did that, but what the penetrating epoxy does is seal up this wood so we then could flood it with epoxy and a bunch of air bubbles doesn't come into that. If I were to go put 4 ounces of clear, flood coat epoxy on this to make it a glass-like finish, it's gonna have a bunch of air bubbles as the epoxy soaks in. The finish is gonna be horrible. So before, in the old days, we would do 3 thin 1 ounce per square foot coats. Now we have a 1-step process for that. It's called our penetrating epoxy. I'm gonna put it over I'm gonna put it over my 2 slabs of wood. I'm gonna put it on the edges, let it dry. It's gonna look like this. This has been penetrated. So when that's dry, in 7 hours, I'll come and sand this with 220 grit, and now it's ready to be flood coated without all the micro bubbles coming into that flood coat. So you're gonna see here in about 40 minutes, I'll penetrate this, I'll sand this right now, I'll flood coat it, then we're gonna level that slab and move on to the next step with that bad boy. So guys, subscribe right now if you haven't already. We are Stone Coat Epoxy. We teach the DIYer and the professional how to use woodworking epoxies, countertop, showers, and much more. Floors. Look at this floor. It's kind of covered in dust, but this is what our last class did. We teach folks how to do epoxy flooring here, as well as countertops, everything here in South Texas. So our schedule will be on the website here very shortly. Pay attention to that if you want to come out and learn from me personally. I teach hands-on training. Flake floors, woodworking, showers, whatever it is epoxy, we teach you how to do it and provide you the products. We have PDFs, we've got videos, we've got everything you need to be an epoxy pro. I gotta get moving. I'm gonna sand this guy with 220. That's all you really need to do there. Mask up. We're running out of time, huh, Luke? We could just pick up right where we're leaving off. Let's go. I'm not gonna have time to clean up though. fast. That river turned out cool, man.
Yeah.
Both sides, but this is still cool. That's gonna look far out.
Looks like it's a little bit there.
Yeah, it's almost better when you level it down. Like you expose some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and this is even whoa.
It's cool. It's like tapered or like.
But it's like just concentrated in the middle. It's wild.
The white is like heavier or something.
The white dye is heavy. Like they use titanium oxide, I think, or dioxide. One of those is an ingredient to make things white, and it's a heavier ingredient. So the white dyes will sink lower. So remember, I had to stir it up, and then when it set off, it just does its own thing. All right, buddy. That's pretty much it there. Boom, boom. We're gonna pour this over there. Is that what we're gonna do? Okay. And we'll do the penetrate over there. Cool. So we'll have to get some acetone. I have that ready. We'll go get the slab jig. We're gonna get the slab jig to unbox if we're gonna do that, right?
About 30 minutes, so you're ahead of schedule.
Awesome.
Because this is
Great. Because I'm done now, really. I could just start cleaning up a little bit.
So let them know what the plan is.
Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna straighten up here, kind of get cleaned up, organized, grab the materials and products I need. We're gonna be going live in about a half of an hour on our YouTube channel, which is where you're at right now. But we're gonna go horizontal. This is our vertical live feed. This was a sneak peek at how we get ready for an epoxy live using the slab jig. So that slab jig, if you missed it, what the heck is a slab jig? It's this beauty right here. It makes a heck of a mess right now, but you know, 10 minutes of cleanup is gonna save you multiple hours running across town, paying for somebody to level your woodworking. You provide your own router, we provide you everything else you need to mount the router, to customize this jig for your workbench. It rides on your table, and then you could level any twisted, messed up woodworking projects. Because as long as your wheels stay level on the table, you'll be able to slide the router back and forth or just ride it up and down. And that's often how I do it. I'll hold the router in one position and go up and down, move it over, just a half of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. It's got a real big cutting head. So depending on the species of wood or how out of level it is, it depends on how much wood I take off it with each pass. But after we level it, we'll then penetrate that material, build a form, use either of our two casting resins that we sell. We have a classic deep that goes up to 2 inches for the charcuterie boards, tables like that. You want to go 3 inches maximum depth. That's a pretty thick table. We have a product for you. It's called our Ultra Deep. It'll go up to 3 inches. It could stay crystal clear, or you could tint it with any of our metallic colors or liquid dyes. So I'm gonna get cleaned up, get prepped up, get our materials organized, and get ready for the next show. We never stop here at Stone Coat, and we're going live to prove it. Let us know in the comments how you enjoyed. I can't really see how you can enjoy sanding that much, but we kind of have been just doing all sorts of different woodworking steps today. We don't normally do woodworking lives, so those are pretty fun. That's a pretty, I've been enjoying those. Check out this custom upgrade I did on my Surf Prep. So when you buy your Surf Prep sander, they give you a cool box like this that'll right on your vacuum, which then holds your machine. I have a random orbital, and I also have a square sander from them. But now, instead of having to take off my hose, I just punched a hole in there. Bam! Upgrade. They saw that at the last trade show I went, and they're totally going to add that. What should my commission be for that? 3 cents a unit. That's fair, right?
Smurf Woodworks, I'm assembling the products that here in a little bit, one-on-one at Christmas.
Oh, last year. That's awesome. We should give away more.
We're doing an unboxing in the next live.
That's awesome. Does he have any questions on how to assemble it? It's pretty dang easy, self-explanatory. They want me to make like engineered plans on it, but that's above my pay grade. I just make silly videos on YouTube. That's cool, man. That's so cool to hear that you are finally using that. That's great. Share some pictures with us. Tag Big Mitch Builds, that's me on Instagram, or Stone Coat Epoxy. Tag us both. I'm gonna grab a broom real quick, get this out of my feet. So, yeah, let us know. Come show them some of the floors. They're kind of dusty. This purple one, we got a purple vibe going right now, Luke. Maybe show them that. The students make these, so what we do here is I'll teach them a larger scale. Luke and I come in the larger scale pieces. We go from kind of basic marbles to more elegant flowing ones, but we teach them a few different techniques, and then we turn around and set the students free to do their own samples. So when you come to one of our floor classes or countertop classes, you're using a lot of epoxy. We're not just trying to sell you equipment. We don't sell you any equipment. We try to teach you skills that can get you professional results even on your first floor. And then you leave here with experience, not just another credit application to go buy all this equipment that you don't even know how to fire up. That happens in a lot of these floor classes. If you're interested in making some serious money as a contractor with our coatings, concrete coatings, check us out. We're going to have our floor schedule, our countertop schedule, and a master class. That's everything epoxy. It's a 5-day course. Floors, showers, countertops, and more. Check us out, Stone Coat Countertops. I'm thirsty. I talk too much. So we need penetrate epoxy and flood coat, huh? That's it? We're not casting anything.
No, not casting nothing.
Praise be. Dude, woodworking epoxy to me is not work. Like, I love all I do here at Stone Coat Epoxy. Don't get me wrong. It's been an amazing ride. I was just up in Odessa with ATD, helping them on a very amazing commission that they made a lot of money with that's going in a gallery, like a real fancy art gallery up there. It's been an amazing ride here, but when I do woodworking, I'll come in and do that for free. You don't got to pay me to do that. I love it. Even the mess it makes. Just zen for me. Anybody else watching feel that same way about woodworking? Or do you love your job that much? Love your job. You'll never have to work a day in your life. I don't believe that, because as much as you love it, you're going to hate it eventually. Like, I've wanted to be a hunting guide or a fishing guide my whole life. But then probably gonna get sick of fishing eventually, which I would hate that to happen.
Well, that's the cool part about us having so many different types with epoxy.
Yeah.
If you order one, you do the other.
Serious, dude. It's very true. What's your favorite part of epoxy, Luke?
Ooh, install day, son.
Oh. All the hard work finally gets to be shown off.
Yeah.
Payday.
Hey, you get the check.
Yeah, forget the customer, right? Just payday. That's Luke for you guys. I love the customers more than anything. I'll do this for free. I do it for free. I don't even get to charge. So, if you're in the New Braunfels area and you need countertops, floors, woodworking, and more, check us out. I work for free. I need content. I work for tips. Remember the lady who cooked me a pie?
Yes.
Yeah, that same lady.
Story.
So, I made this sample, like it was just a regular old color recipe. And the next door neighbor saw it like leaning up or something. And I had just moved into this area, so I was new. And they didn't know what I did for a living. And they saw that piece leaning up and they said, "What is that? What kind of piece of marble would you leave out in the driveway like that?" They came to like introduce themselves. And they kept talking about this little sample that, like, if we give you another tour, you'll see they're just leaning up. I do them so much, I lose the value in them. When somebody else who's never seen that, it's a priced piece of marble jewel, right? They ain't never seen it before. So I gave it to her right then and there, and now she was my favorite. I became her favorite neighbor of all times, and she made me an amazing pie, like brought it back, hot apple pie, and I barely shared any with my 4 kids. There's a video where I tell that story. I don't even remember the title of it, but that was fun. And there's going to be a follow-up with that neighbor, because I also saved her life. I don't know if I could tell that story live. We have to have that story approved, I think.
Yeah.
That lady was in distress one night. She was very happy she had me as a neighbor. So did the police. All right. Any questions? We're almost pretty much done cleaning. I could prep this. I think I'm going to go long ways with it. Be way easier. We could come prep there. We'll just pour on that plastic, right? Cool. And just look, like I went up to 220. And what I was looking for, guys, was gouge marks from that router jig. This low spot here on the, the epoxy is fine. That's the epoxy will float over that, make that completely disappear. If I had this mark on the wood, I would have to sand until that was gone. That will show through the epoxy when I go to build this up with resin, but it will not show through on the river part, so don't worry about that. I just sanded to 220. I looked for any gouge, curly Q, stuff like that. It's beautiful. This is gonna look stunning when it's all done. Jason doesn't even know it's coming yet. That could be a pretty, what else could we do with this? You could make it a baby end table, or one of those tables that you slide over, like under your chair. Those are hot right now. What do they call those? C tables? C-frame table? Because it's like a big C. The legs slide under your recliner.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I made one of those for my parents. I made a video. There's blue piece at the old one.
That's right.
Remember that?
Yep.
They still have it.
Nice.
It's still,
With epoxy?
yeah.
Way
Sits
cool.
on our couch every day.
Oh, so I should talk more about Erica's art piece. This thing. The art piece Erica made is on plexiglass, 4 by 9 foot tall, and it's backlit with a giant LED panels. So the art she made, it's in a museum in Odessa, Texas. I met the owners of the museum, very awesome folks, real nice people. And this plexiglass art has like everything from around the town. It's got like a Chris Kyle statue. Chris Kyle was from Odessa, the American sniper. It has like a bunch of landmarks from the area, businesses and cool stuff like that. And it's going in this boardroom of a museum, an art museum. And it's backlit and it's 20 feet on each side, both sides of this building. And it's 4x9 panels, 2 of them stacked in front of each other. So the art glows. I think it is, I get goosebumps on it. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to share it with y'all. Artists Till Death, Jeff and Erica Thornton, they are amazing artists. They're just awesome folks too. She's been working on this commission piece for over 2 years. She worked with the client on the concept, the proof of it for 1 year, and then straight has been arting for a solid year. I've been there 4 or 5 times while she's been making this, like to do projects, do stuff with Jeff, and she doesn't do anything but that art. It's nuts. Jeff forces her to leave the building. Like she'll just sit and paint and draw, and it's so cool. I wish I had that talent. So I was there to drill 400 holes in plexiglass. I did it without breaking a single piece. Imagine the pressure on drilling a hole through a plexiglass panel that somebody you care for is a very awesome artist spent 15 weeks painting on it, and you break it. I couldn't sleep very well that night, but I did it. It worked out great.
18 minutes.
18 minutes. We're almost there. I'm gonna have nothing to talk about, Luke, because I've been talking for the last 2 hours. You'll have to remind me. It's a messy plastic.
Evelyn Warner says, I wouldn't want to be you if you broke that because she knows her.
Yeah, she's so sweet though. She wouldn't do nothing. She wouldn't even make me feel bad. Jeff would though. Okay. Oh man, that was awesome. Their client is the sweetest people ever. They treated us like family. All right. Yeah, that's what I'll do here. This thing, it'll be just the wood for a good minute, Luke, because it's kind of lifted up right there. I hope it didn't. Was it just that out or did it lift up? See that?
No, I think it was that out. No, wait, you leveled it. Even? Or did it
Pretty dang even, bro. That's even enough. Like, look, maybe a hair.
Right, the hair, not as much as that's.
No, it was just, I did.
No, it soaked it up is what it did. Too.
Man, this is cool. We left the panel in about, 10, 15 days by this point. I've been traveling around. Where'd I go? I went to Nebraska. Go Huskers. I went to, and then I just went to Odessa, which was 5 hours from me, which is like a run to the store here in Texas.
Yeah, it's still in Texas.
I was still in Texas. So far. Air hose is what I need. That swept up pretty quick. That wasn't bad. What we will do, Luke, I'm gonna have to kill that fan when I go to level that so we don't just, and I'm also not gonna blow the air hose in here. It'll just dust these out. So this isn't going to be a final flood coat on any of these. So if I do get a little dust, I'm not that worried about it. Because why? What's telling me that? Number one, these cracks in this black walnut, even though we have penetrating epoxy all over it, we still might get some air bubbles here. So it's such a small piece. What I could do, we have a product coming out very soon, but if I had the time, I could mix up like black on my speed cure, pour that in here, sand it, then flood it will be good. Or at this point, I don't want to add a color. I'm going to keep it clear. I'll just flood coat it twice with our flood coat epoxy. I also could use speed cure, especially on such a small project. I mean, but I wouldn't want to use speed cure on something large because it's so fast. It's a thicker product. You might not be able to get all the air out of that, but before it gels up too much, if that makes sense. So guys, crush the like button. Let me know how long you've been watching Stone Coat. Share the video for us if you've learned anything in the last whatever ramble while we've been going live. This has been a good time. You've been watching behind the scenes as we've been getting ready for our Epoxy live show at 5, which is right around the corner. I'm gonna go get products, Lukester. Ooh, I might have them down here. Wouldn't even have to leave. We can't leave the wood shop, the floor shop, because our Wi-Fi router is in here. And if Luke leaves, you'll lose all signal. These are steel buildings. So Wi-Fi does not like going through them. Huh? 15 minutes. Here's our penetrate. We got enough of it. It's not brand new bottles though. Are you gonna be friends with me still? All right, cool. I'll go get flood coat, and that's it here. I'm gonna leave this here because I'm gonna have a restroom break.
Okay.
And I don't think the YouTube audience wants to go have a restroom break.
What's up, everybody? Luke here with Stone Coat behind the camera right now. We have our scheduled live show here in about, let me check the time. 15 minutes, 14 minutes. So in 14 minutes, we're going to be hopping off of this live stream, going to our regular scheduled live show. What we're going to be doing is a Slab Jig unboxing. For those new to Stone Coat Countertops, we teach you how to coat your existing surfaces with epoxy, kind of like your counters, your showers, and more. But we also do woodworking. Within that is we provide a router slab jig. So we're going to be doing an unboxing of our slab jig to show you how to assemble it. You pop in your router and then you level your woodworking project. So today we're going to be showing you we're going to level this bad boy. This is box elder with some black epoxy. If you watched our live show, that's what we did then. So today is we're doing a follow-up. You guys hit us up. I got a bunch of DMs saying that we want to see the projects, how they turned out. Well, here we are. You asked, we answered. So we're going to be first coating these pieces over here. We're going to use our penetrate on this purple table that we poured the last live. We're going to coat this, and then with our flood coat.
That's about 4 ounces, 3 to 4 ounces per square foot.
Yep. And then following that, we'll do our unboxing for those who want to see that, and then we'll get to routering this, and then we'll do any Q&A. So again, our live show will be here starting fairly soon, so make sure to subscribe, ring that bell to get notified every time we drop a new video or go live. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me and Mitch. This is kind of behind the scenes look at what we have to do to prep for our live shows, prep for video. The shop is in shambles. Who wants to come help us clean? We got to clean up and get ready, and it's only a little dirty because we just had 20 students out here making a bunch of epoxy floor samples. So it's been a good time. We've been very busy. Very busy. How is everyone doing? Where are you watching from? We're going to be going live here in a second. So, and we're going to hang out with this cool guy.
What's up?
Mitch Quist. And there's that slab jig that we're going to unbox.
Fragile.
And then Fragile. And then, what is that from?
I know, the Christmas movie. It was the lamp.
The one with Arnold?
No, the kid who shoots his eye out. The leg lamp said fragile on it.
Little Timmy? I don't know what I'm talking
Christmas
about.
Story. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I got a question of the day.
Well, here, hold on. Real quick. And also in our next live, we are announcing some VIP Black Friday deals. So more information to come, but make sure to stay tuned if you want to save a buck.
Guys, the Pro program. Yes. We've expanded it. Our Pro program is our white glove service that Stone Coat's known for. If you have questions on an order, you need help pricing, you can book a call with one of our pro reps. They know everything. They know more than I do about epoxy. That's a lie. They know a lot though. But if they don't know, they hit me up. They figure it out. They give you the right answers. They give you the best price. You could book a call on our pro page. the calls are booking crazy fast. It's been a huge success. So you got Rob, you got Tay, you've got Quinn. We've expanded it. Check us out. If you do this for a living, floors, woodworking, countertops, whatever it is, you could be a part of that program. If you're just a DIYer that loves epoxy and you've epoxied every single room in your house, every surface, you're about to epoxy the toilet seats, don't do the car, please. Even though you keep asking, I wouldn't. It's not level. You can't get a level surface on a car. Maybe a Tesla truck. Like you'd have to like jack it up. Don't do it. Vinyl wrap it, guys. Come on. It'd be crazy. Huge scalable discounts for that, guys. So you can you're going to get instant margin, more margin. You know, you charge your customer full price on those materials and you'll be getting up to 25% off with the Pro program. Go check it out. It's very valuable. That was a good plug. Good plug, right, guys? What else, Luke? We're ready. We got the jig. Man, I wish I had time to change the blades on that. I've probably done 5. I don't have enough time. I've done 5 or 6 tables and they're finally getting a little dull. So what I'll do is I'll just take that little star bit, switch that to a new edge, brand new. It's crazy, right? I don't have time though, no way. Boom. I gotta get some mixing buckets. I'm also gonna have to get that link off of my messenger.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a fresh bucket for this. I was, huh? Okay, what do the Canadians call a bathroom? That's the question of the day. Huh?
Is it the loo?
Nope.
That's
I was up in Canada recently and they kept calling it that. Everyone does. It's even written on the airport walls.
Ooh. Kyle Rose says the Pro program is worth it. I had a call with Rob and it was very informative.
Awesome. Rob's the greatest. Check him out. He's a amazing creator as well on Instagram, YouTube, everything under Ginger Woodworks. He ain't gonna tell you on those pro calls, but that dude is amazing on social media. Check out his social medias, Ginger Woodworks. Awesome dude. And he does, and you'll as soon as you see him, you'll understand why he called his business that. I need a drink. Yep. Oh well. I think I got some in here. Oh boy.
Hey bro.
Yes, sir.
Nothing to see on this side.
No, I'm not gonna coat that side.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about doing the top, but I have to go even further because of that big weird low spot. No, the other side, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's the low spot on the wood. I don't want to make it thinner.
Can you feel that was clear?
Yeah,
That'll look cool.
yeah, that's all I'm gonna do, exactly. I need a 2-quart bucket. I don't need that much for that. Let's see that. Go shut that. Time, we got 6 minutes. Are you still live vertical?
Yeah.
Guys, 6 minutes till you're gonna have to jump off here and hop over to our horizontal live. That's where we're gonna see more corporate Mitch. I'm still fun. I'm still a good time. I just got some announcements. They're amazing. They're awesome. They keep the lights on in here. So check this out. We're about to go live on the same channel. It's just gonna be horizontal instead of vertical. Different audience, same good time. We're gonna mix up epoxy though this time. So I need gloves. Got my buckets. I need acetone. Is that right here? That's denatured. That's acetone. I'll just mix by hand on that. I'll just mix by hand.
You should. Please do.
I will. And I'll have this stick sitting here.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone, that's how you get engagement, guys. Pro tips. Well, gloves. I need gloves. Mixing paddle.
We're gonna hop out.
All right, guys. Thanks for being with us. That was fun. Even though I took off multiple times, but we're busy. Hop off, jump right back on in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes on Stone Coat Countertops YouTube, which you're on. See ya. Bye. Gloves.